Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much, y'all, for joining me again for another video. I'm hoping that I'll get some of these pre-recorded. That way I can at least send out more than 2 videos a month. But if not, at least y'all get to see me when you can. So the name of my channel is Classic Handbags. And here at Classic Handbags, I discuss my love for contemporary handbags. Most of my bags are contemporary handbags, with my favorite brand being Coach leading the way, at least for this moment in my life. I do have some luxury handbags too, and some small leather goods. We might talk about planners, perfume, books every now and then. So if that is your jam, please subscribe. And I hope you like this video. Okay, so I wanted to get that out the way because I wanted to at least get to what this video is about. But I did also, I forgot. I always want to thank those who are returning. Y'all know how I feel about you all. Thank you so much, because there's so much good purse content on YouTube. So the fact that you're spending some time with me means a lot. And then if you are new, welcome. I hope that you like this video, subscribe, and you go through some of my videos in my archive to see what might float your feather or float your boat. But let's go ahead and get into it. I always like to begin my videos with the inspirational message or scripture of the day. So today it says, God, create in me a capacity for miracles. As I seek you persistently, build me from the inside out so that I can be the blessing you created me to be. Amen. So this tag, I'm jumping in here. I wasn't specifically tagged, but the cool thing about our community, y'all, is that you don't have to be specifically tagged to do a tag. If you see a topic that there's a tag already going on, just as long as you give credit to who originated that tag, you can feel free to jump in. So I'm going to hop on the bandwagon, the 5 bags that trigger my emotion. I believe it was created by, I want to say DLC. I will put the original creator in the description box, so I don't give credit to the wrong person, or if I butchered her name, at least it's in the description box. So please forgive me if I did not say that correctly. But I believe she originally created this, and I'm going to do my take on it. I don't really have 5 bags that trigger emotion because, believe it or not, I have some regrets. One of the bags that would have been perfect for this tag, I recently sold last year, and I wish I had her back, but I plan to repurchase her probably sometime late this year or next year. So she won't be in here. So I only have about 4 bags and maybe like 2 items. So we will just kind of jump right into that. So the first bag is my Merlot Empire 40. This triggers to me happy emotions, y'all. Mainly because when the Empire first came out, like fall last year, I want to say it was like August or September of 2024. I'm going to be standing up for this video, y'all, so you probably won't see everything. But when she first came out, I just fell in love with each size. I think I saw the 26 first, which is just a little, very much better one as a crossbodies, open in the middle. And then I saw the 35, which I also own. That does not have a zipper. And then the 40s came out that do have a zipper. Y'all are very familiar with the Empires. There's thousands of videos on it, so I won't bore you with it. But when this bag came out and I saw her, I was in my Coach store that I typically, my favorite one that I go to. And shout out to Park Meadows. That's the one I go to right now. I love that store and the folks there. I saw they had, I think they had black, probably like maple in the size, and then the 35 and all that good stuff. So I tried 35 on. I knew I wanted 35. But I did not think I'd want the 40 because I'm like, dang, that's a big bag, right? But then the more videos I started seeing on it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and this beautiful Merlot color. One of the other Coach stores actually had it in my local area, and it was the last one in the store at the time. And I felt like I was like at the right place at the right time. So I snagged it up, haven't regretted her since. I love the burnishing at the top, the bottom. Even though she's a big mama, for a working girl like me, even though I work remote, I carry this bag. She's a very comfortable carry for me throughout the week. I can even put some of my daughter's snacks in here. You know, great for travel, great for work. And to me, she's even an everyday bag. But this just sparks, like I said, happy emotions because I was able to get her. And I think after I bought her online, and a lot of places didn't have the Merlot for like a hot minute. I don't think the Merlot at that time didn't come back to this year. Now, of course, she's very accessible, I think, online if you are interested. But just a very great bag, and I'm so glad that Coach made. I know it looks like I'm holding her pretty awkward, but I'm in a comfortable position right now, y'all. I promise. But I'm so glad that Coach made a bag like this, because to me, I just think it's very well made. Definitely my style, and she's just gorgeous. So that is the first bag that triggers emotion. Let's get into this next bag. A lot of these bags y'all have already seen each of them. But this, of course, is the Speedy 25. I don't have the strap attached, but it's the one with the strap, the bandolier, with the strap from Louis Vuitton. This has good and happy emotion, good and kind of regretful emotions. As y'all know, I recently sold my Speedy 30 in the classic monogram print last year to fund this bag, and I regret selling that one now because I thought at the time I needed it with the handle, with the strap, which I do. That's what I plan on buying in the future, but I would have been okay in the meantime by having that one as a classic style top handle, and then this one with the strap. So when I got this one, the Speed 25 was on my list for a hot minute. So when I went during my husband's birthday trip this year, beginning of this year, the store searched and searched for this bag. We were at one of the malls in Vegas, and it was one of those, I was in line and I finally got in. They were like, it says we have one in stock. And they looked for y'all, it seems like 20 minutes. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, y'all say y'all have it, but I forgot his name. He was amazing. He was so nice. Forgot the customer associate's name, but he searched y'all for that and found it. And he was super nice, gave me water, all the stuff that you would expect to have an experience in a luxury store. And she came home with me, and I love her so much. When I dress her up and put charms on her or like handles, she just brings out all the happy emotions too, because I know kind of what I gave up to get her, and then where I got her from and the trouble it took for him to find her for me. So she triggers, I guess, a much anticipated emotion with happiness. So that is a Speedy 25. Let's kind of put her right over here. All right, y'all. This next one is the lovely, let me take her out of her desk bag, denim Rowan. So, happy emotions. Most of these items are going to be happy emotions. However, this bag was kind of frustrating because to get when the denim drop happened, I don't know if it happened in, I want to say, y'all, it was like late January, February, somewhere around there. Because I think the pink drop happened like in April. I could have my dates mixed up, but either way, it happened earlier this year. I remember hearing about the large Rowan. They were showing all the the pieces that were coming out with the denim drop. And at that time, y'all, I didn't know that I had to stay up real late or set my alarm for like 3 a.m. to get up and get my pieces. You shouldn't have to do that. But with Coach Outlet, sometimes you got to do that if you want the pieces you want. So I didn't know I had to do all that. So I called the next day when I knew the drop would happen. Now, I had called a few days before, like that Wednesday or Thursday, before the drop would occur. And I was told, yeah, we're getting all those pieces. You won't need to, you should be able to get it. We'll put them out on the floor Thursday morning. So I remember getting up Thursday morning, and I called the outlet that I was going to see, hey, do you all have your denim pieces in? They were like, yes, we just put them out. Do y'all have the denim large Rowan and the Laurel and all that good stuff? Yes, we have it. The only thing we don't have is the regular size Laurel. I didn't even see that one in store. I saw the large one, but not the regular one. I was okay with that because that wasn't on my list. So I get my daughter, at the time I was not working, so I get my daughter, we go to the outlet, y'all. And mind you, the outlet is like 30 to 45 minutes away from me, so it's not a close drive. We get there, y'all. Literally, they opened up at like 10, I think. Maybe I got there, if memory serves me correctly, like 10:30. I can't really remember, but they weren't even open a full hour after I got there. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, where are the Rowans? He's like, oh, they're over there. I'm like, well, where are the denim Rowans? Oh, we sold out. That, y'all, I was so irritated. I didn't take it out on him. It's not his fault. But I'm like, I literally called y'all before I got here. And if you'd have told me, hey, we do not have like, what items are you looking for? If I'd have told them and they'd have told me the truth, like, hey, I don't think we can, we only have like one of them or whatever, I wouldn't have wasted gas. I hate wasting gas, y'all. Gas is just too high to be wasting, sitting in traffic, yada, yada. So that's the frustrating part of it. I did get like all of my SOGs and the large Laurel and different things like that. But he did end up, the good news is he checked online and he was able to apply the military discount, and he was able to actually order this online. She came perfect, wrapped up, good. But I was just kind of like, I could, I mean, it worked out because they may have run out, kind of like the powder pink collection, for those who missed out on that and not restocked. Luckily, this happened to work out. I got it, blah, blah, blah. She came home with me. But that's the whole emotions around this large Rowan for denim. So, beautiful bag, y'all. I will say, when I did get it, there is some, y'all are not going to be able to see that, but I can feel it crinkling around the handle here. And I haven't worn this bag a ton. This is the only Rowan where I feel the crinkling, and maybe it's because of the I almost said vachetta, but that could just be how it's made. I just usually put like some straps. Why do I keep saying straps? Some scarves around these handles, but this one especially does appear to be crinkling significantly, and for me not to have had the bag that long or to have worn her a whole lot, because as y'all know, for those who've seen my other videos, I have a lot of large Rowans, so I rotate frequently. But besides that, she's a keeper. She's beautiful. This is the denim large Rowan. Okay, now on to, for my collection, I consider this bag an OG. I'm looking around. I think this is now the oldest bag in my collection, because I've since sold all the bags I've got around this time. This is the MCM Vicetto's Boston bag. This was the older version when they were still doing the, I don't know what you call this, charm or whatever, tag, whatever this is on there. I think they have a lock now. Of course, she has feet at the bottom, no pockets on the back, and then she has 2 zippers in the front. This cool thing here keeps the handles intact, which I think is so cool, especially for storage. I love that. I can put that on there and the handles stand up straight. We have 2 zippers in the middle, and then you have this thing on the side that protects, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that. Oh, you kind of can. It's this little thing sticking out. It protects your items from like spilling out. And then of course the strap, and just then take out my sunglass case here. Just one big open compartment with a pocket here. My phone does not fit in this pocket, so I just kind of put like card holders or whatever. And then the zip pocket in the back. Let me put the strap back in here. But y'all, I love this bag because this bag triggers a nostalgia moment for me. I actually have another item that will do that too. But I got this in 2021, and it was the year I met my husband, my now husband. Back then, boyfriend, fiance, whichever, depending on the order of the time we're talking about. But this was during one of our first road trips together. And you know how you do those trips when you first meet somebody to see, if we can travel together, we can make it together. And this was our first trip there to Dallas. It was, I want to say North Park, or one of the malls they have there. Very lovely mall. We made like a whole day trip of activities that day, but the mall was one of the first places we went. And I don't have an MCM store near me, but I knew I wanted to go into the MCM store, and one of the customer associates I was talking to before I even got there, I had called and said, hey, we're going to be in Dallas. Do y'all have this item? And he was really nice, and I actually got to meet him, so that was so cool. But believe it or not, this bag wasn't even originally on my radar. When I went in the store, I went in for a powder, I think it was like the powder pink or a pink Liz tote, and I ended up also getting this bag. And this was the last one they had. I tend to be like, this is the last one, whichever. And I love it. And I think MCM has also had a few price increases. This is back when they were probably about $200 cheaper than what they are now, I think. And so due to all those memories and what I just shared with you, and just because she's a good carry, she's going to probably be in my collection forever. Plus, this is my husband's favorite bag, believe it or not. So that is my MCM Bossetto's Boston satchel bag. The other item, y'all, like I said, I don't have a fifth bag, at least not to show y'all. I'm going to just switch it up and do like an item. So, this is a charm. I understand this is not a bag that I'm showing y'all, but this is one of the most recent. I love my bag charm collection. I need to do an updated video of that. Coach has been killing it with bag charms, but this is the cassette tape that they just came out with. She is huge. I probably will put this on one of my Marc Jacob bags because of the silver hardware. I do wish they would have came out with gold because most of my bags have gold hardware. But either way, y'all, this is also a nostalgia feeling. I am a product of the late 80s and 90s, so I'm a millennial, right? And I'm actually a millennial before social media. I grew up in the era of floppy disk. For those who know, you know, cassette tapes. I had a Walkman. We used to record different different songs. I remember a song come on the radio. We hurry up and record it. I like that song, whichever. Yeah, y'all, the new people are probably like, what is she talking about? Y'all remember though, for those who remember, we used to write like the name of the tape or whatever, the artists on these, or mixed tapes. I know y'all remember those. And then mixed CDs when they came out, when CDs were replacing cassettes. But anyways, I just wanted to get that because it reminds me of my childhood, reminds me of a time that I kind of miss from time to time. And I just think it's a cool bag charm. And y'all talk about a conversation starter. If you got this hanging off a bag, it's definitely going to cause people to be like, cause folks to be like, okay, is that really a cassette tape I see? I do this because it's a charm. It's not a real tape, but y'all get it. But she's just so cute. And it says Coach New York on it. It's a pretty cool detail. And if you wanted to, I mean, you could write, like if you own this charm, maybe you can write your name because you own it now, right? And just put it on your bag. But it's just, I love Coach's uniqueness of things. Like they have charms. Like I just bought the deer charm recently. So cute. Like some of their charms, you're like, really? But I love it because it's all about personality. Fashion can be fun. It does not have to be so practical all the time. So yes, this brings back nostalgic emotions from a time that is gone, and just happy emotions. When I look at my bags, I can be taken back in a time capsule from what was. But yes, y'all, that is my video for the 4 bags and 1 item that trigger emotion. Don't know if I did the tag right, but that's my spin on it. I will link the person who created it in the description box. So if y'all are curious and wondering, I don't like who I said, if you kind of couldn't quite catch that, she will be there. And yeah, that's what I have for you. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.